Alright, this is actually for a friend of mine. Well, it's for a friend of mine. It's for my daughter's friend's brother. So, this is not a money-making job, which is good because, you know, it's fun to do them when you're just doing them actually as a hobby and not so much for making money. So we have this little design here, which I've already done the front of his shirt. You can almost see an image of the front of his shirt, which I'll show you in a second, which was this guy named Bob, I guess they call him. And it's something to do with their website, and I'll mention their website afterwards. Oh, wait a minute. It is www.subgenius.com. www.subgenius.com. So if you visit that website, you'll really have a blast. So I want this to land on the middle of the back of his shirt. So I need to move this palette right here up a little bit so that I can see that this is pretty much centered there, and I can see I'm going to have about 3 inches right there, so that can get tightened up. That won't move, and I am going to do one test shirt. This is just an old ratty shirt that I'll try out first. And I started the dryer about an hour ago, so it's up to 650 degrees. And that is the perfect temperature for drying shirts. So, as I look at these seams here, and they look pretty much centered, I go an inch down from the collar, and bring this down here. Now I need to run over here and grab my black ink, which I have a little spatula with black ink all over it, which we will actually put a little bit right here. That should be enough because it's actually only 6 shirts to print. And my squeegee inventory I will grab. And here we go. Let me just get this ink over the image. You really want to kind of soak it in good here. And then put a lot of pressure on it. Like so. Maybe one more time. Alright. And then see if it came out fairly decent. It came out fairly decent. I think it needs a little bit of work right there, which could be a little wet finger, and rub that area right there. Bring this back down with a little bit of saliva on the screen, and that sometimes helps out in an emergency, which this may be an emergency if my screen is moving. That looks a little better, and that should be okay. A little hard to read the lettering on here, but that was actually the email. It was emailed to me, and that's not the best way to get a design or a logo, because you lose a lot of the crisp clarity when it comes over the internet. So it's better if somebody gives it to you on a disc. But that will be fine. That's going through the dryer now. It's going to come out this other end. And here's Bob. Here's Bob on the front of his shirts. I'd like you to meet Bob. Can you see Bob? This is Bob. This is on the front of my friend's shirts. So we will take his little pile of shirts over here while that one dries, and we will start off with this first teal one. And you kind of gotta just eyeball it on here straight, and once again even everything out. And that should be good. Bring this down and put a little bit of pressure into it, like so. And up we go. And that is that. Alright. So, that is Bob's room. And that's that.